Okay, I think chat has been enabled. Great, 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 great. Thank you so much for your responses. Like you people are really excited to have. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much for your responses. So, first of all, I would like to thank you all for taking the time out from your heavy schedule and making this spectacular day with you glorious presence. Thank you so much. Moving ahead, dear folks, we all know we have gathered here, for of course, we have something very special in hand with us. That is the induction program. So, before starting this session, I have to explain something which are the ground rules of the every if you are attending our online sessions. We have already mute you, so you have to always mute yourself. And if you have any queries, please use chat box. Please don't spam like you all doing in the morning session. Please don't. Please use what you want to say. That's only. And let us know if you have any issue with audio or video. You got a question? Shout them on a feedback form. At last, in the end of the session at 5 p.m. or 5:30, we give you the two feedback form. One from the mental health awareness program, which is given by the Hues of the Mind organization, which is a non-profit NGO like type organization, which helps students to conduct so many activities, workshops in mental health. And for your attendance purpose and the feedback of the total entire induction day one program, you have to give we will give the in we will give the feedback form and you have to fill the form, and after that you will get the attendance for the day one. Okay, so that's the ground rule, and that's the most important thing, which is code of conduct. And you all have to follow these 4 points when you're attending any session online, like you're attending the classes or you're attending any workshops or hackathons, anything. So be respectful. It's a request from all the first year to maintain the integrity and authenticity of this induction program. As in an environment where people feel uncomfortable or threatened is not a productive or creative one. It's not necessary to agree all the time, but disagreement and insulting your seniors is not a solution. Let me remind you, if all you have to pursue a professional degree, that is BTech, and unprofessional behavior will not suit you guys. You all are at the best level, okay? So you all have to be careful what you want to say, what you want to deliver or anything. Be considerate. The induction program is a great platform to impress your seniors and teachers. We request you to be careful and responsible for your action and don't hope into irrelevant and useless discussions. Let me tell you guys, all your seniors and teachers are noticing you guys, and I know that if a single person start sending unnecessary chats, then some of you chats start following that person. Avoid such things. This won't prove how confident you are. Third point, ask for help when not sure. There are some steps and some necessary information which can follow and consider if you have any doubt. But the doubt should be relevant to the topic upon which we are discussing. In the Zoom meeting, in the Zoom meeting app, if you guys have any doubt, you can click on the button raise hand like you have already did. When you enter, mention your name as name in the Zoom meet. Don't mention your mobile number. You can rename your name. Okay. Don't mention any funny names. Please mention your full name. Okay. And when you enter the meeting at the time, many of you are facing problems regarding audio. You can listen the audio. So to get the audio, you need to go call over the internet. This will enable the audio. Last, choose words carefully. As you guys know, words are more powerful and they have the ability to create and destroy the moment. Choose your words carefully with respect. Don't try to ruin the environment. We request you guys not to choose such words which can welcome non-violence, can insult or put down others. I think this all points are understood by you. So moving ahead. So for today's content, we will start from the introduction of DSC, which is Developer Student Club, and then we will go to the mental health awareness session, which is very important for you guys because you are attending the first ever online sessions from our university. Okay. So that's the all the schedule from the induction for the first week. You already attend the morning session and afternoon session. I already told there's two sessions: introduction to DSC and the mental health awareness program. From tomorrow onwards, we have 3 days to tell. That is 10th, 11th, and 12th. You will get to know the university culture, and we will make a video of present scenario of university. You will get to know the campus virtually. Next thing, that is the need for extracurricular activities. That is the most important thing you must have known, as already Dr. Sinha sir said in his lecture. And next thing, things to do in college is also important. And for 11th, art of public speaking and journal communication is must for you all. Networking and use of LinkedIn, it's a new trend and you have to know all about the things what you have to do in the college too. Transition from a school to college, you all are pass out from the 12th and you don't know the college culture. So this is the most important point. We are preparing for it, for that also. Then we have different clubs in GGV, and so we introduce each club one by one, and we will get a chance to interact with them too. Then we have the fields, overview of fields related to TSC. Means we have the sub parts of the clubs, and we can do also. So last, that is career guidance talk, which is really important because you all have a aim to do, and most alumni will come and they have a panel discussion. We will tell about the things by things when this lecture will be over. So coming to the most important things, you have received the posters and social media handles about DSC. But what actually DSC is? Is anybody know about the DSC? Anybody? Can the chat? Also, there are so many chats are still there. Please don't. I already say the code of conduct. If you have question, you can write in the feedback form. We will give in the end of the session. Please ask the question related to this session only, which is currently going. Don't ask such things which you didn't know about that. And for the admission doubt or any college doubt, you can ask to your section in charge or class teacher. Okay. Okay, no problem. You don't know about the DSC. Okay, okay. So Developer Student Club is a program presented by Google Developer. DSC are university-based community groups for students from all UG, means undergraduate or graduate program with an interest in growing as a developer are welcome. By joining a DSC, students grow their knowledge in a peer-to-peer learning environment and build solutions for local businesses and their community. So this is the trailer launch. Before we get to the trailer, I have to say about the DSC. DSC launched in 2017 as a pilot in India to help solve the challenges that university graduates were facing, securing employment in the tech industry. They aim to provide students with the resource, opportunities, and experience necessary to be industry ready, all while still pursuing their degrees. Since then, the program was grown to Indonesia and Africa. This year, they are growing globally. And from now, 2020, we have 1,300 university-enabled DSCs. And for the India, we are one of the 275 institutes which have the Developer Student Club powered by Google developers. Okay. So this is the video of the trailer. We record this video. And if you feel any lag in the video or any kind of network issue, Don't panic. We have a YouTube channel for that, and we uploaded the video in the YouTube channel. If you feel, then you can see on the YouTube too. We will share the links for the video and our other social media at last of the session. So this is the video.
Developer Student Clubs train thousands of student developers globally and work with their communities to solve real-life problems. Google selects amazing students from across the globe once a year to be a Developer Student Club lead and start a club on their campus. These leads believe knowledge is power and that technology can do extraordinary things for the world. They take on the responsibility to help students learn and empower these students to solve real problems around them. Join us in building a global community for students. So I think you all see the videos and you like the videos, no problem. So moving ahead, we have less number of times. So basically, okay. So our main vision is to the primary and the most promising vision of this technical community is to make student industry ready and prepare them for the ongoing competition in the outer software industry. And we will do that. We have the team of 40 people now, and we will explain them in the next part of the session, next part of the presentation. So Developer Student Club is the gap between theory and practical application for student developers. So here I am, DSC lead of the Developer Student Club, Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya. As the name suggests, the leader of the club is responsible for the club's decorum. His work includes coming up with the out-of-the-box insights for a particular event and idea. He have taken the responsibility to impact students and empower the students into impact these communities. Also, I am one of the 275 leads around the India. We have a team of 40 people, as I mentioned earlier. Also, I can do this thing because of my inspiration, which is Dr. Alok Kumar Shinkhaswasar. He is our faculty advisor, and he is an associate professor in Department of Computer Science. Computer Science students knows them. He is the HOD and is very renowned person in the university. Most active faculty, you can say that. When Dr. Alok Kushwaha joined the university, he observed a potential gap between the amazing student that we have and the industry culture that had been changing at higher rate since last decade. So he talked to me about all the things, and he made this club and possible. And also, this is the first ever technical community in the Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya, which is established by our team.
And this can be happen with the help of our core team. So this is the team hierarchy. Dr. Alok Kumar Kushwaha Singh is the faculty advisor. I am the DSC lead. We have a great people, great active people from the Guru Ghasidas BTech department. This is Akash Krishna sir. This is head of the mentor. He is from 4th year IT department. Dipesh Garg is co-lead. He will be handling all this. He will be handling all the things apart from the DSC lead. And Sejal Verma, this IT department management team. Abhijit Tripathi, he is an extraordinary guy. You can know them a particular bit of later time. Is a project manager and head of operation. Rui Avasti, ma'am, she is a women tech lead. Ajay Kumar Shukla sir is a community lead, and Jatin Patel sir and Amok Patel, event management and marketing and PR leads. They are all the core team, but we have two technical leads also. Vikram Best sir, which is a competitive programming club lead, and Astha ma'am, which is web and Android development lead. So this is the team hierarchy. We have 5 different technical clubs, which are artificial intelligence and machine learning clubs, Android and web development club, computing coding club, cyber security and blockchain club, and last, cloud computing and DevOps club. This is a technical community, but there are so many students from different branches. Those then don't feel that this is only for technical thing. For some particular of time, in your 4 year, you need some technicalities, and we are here to help you. Okay. So let's do an activity for some time. You can go to the Slido and enter the code 34995. We have a activity. You can just go, and we have a poll, and I like the poll. So you all joined. There are around 277 participants. So which branch from you are? Let's have a vote. So there is a competition between computer science engineering and information technology. Okay. So now coming to the next poll. So here's the computer science engineering department wins, no problem. This is the next poll. Which state are you from? It's really great. There are so many students are coming from the different parts of the India. And clearly see Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are leading, Andhra Pradesh too. Great. Last poll we have. What do you want to do after college? It's at GATE or GRE, that is engineering level higher studies. Then it's civil services or job, any kind of, or other things you want, or it may be a management type, that is higher studies in CAT or GMAT. You want to pursue MBA or anything. It's just an overview. So many people came for the GATE and GRE purpose. No one liked job. You all are answering the chat section. You don't have to answer in chat section. You have to answer in the Slido. That's a poll there. Okay. So we end the poll and we came to the session. Thank you so much for your interest in this activity. It's a great pleasure to all of you. So coming for our targets, we have a targets to conduct different technical event as also non-technical event like this induction program throughout the year that will lead to our student about industry leading technologies, making them more confident about them. Also finding justifying solution to community problems and implementing them. We have a vision which is bridging gap between theory and real life application. That's an important part. So at the DSC GGV, you will learn latest technology, make projects in team or alone. That's an important part. Participate in different contests, find like-minded people, receive guidance, and contribute to open source. And open source has now been like tremendous growing. So, okay, we will talk later, but it's a 6 point which is over contributed to open source. So why join DSC? We already have a team of 40 people. We have a great team, and all the members are from second year, third year, fourth year. We have reserved seats for the first year too. We will do a recruitment process after some time when we get the permission from the higher college authorities. Okay, so when you join the DSC, you will learn to work with a team. That's an important part. If you're searching for a job, you have to work with a team, build a community of like-minded people. Also, get a platform to showcase your skills, projects, anything. Solve real-world problems and help others grow. So, what are the benefits of becoming a member? So I want to clear two things. There is no much thing that you are not a member of any club. There are two ways to join a club, which is one, become a member in the club and work with the team, or you can become a member in a workshops, in any technique, in any session, all the thing. You are the part of the DSC. You are the part of this university. So you can get recognized for your efforts, letter of recommendation for top performers, open source projects and team collaboration, opportunities and resources, software development cycles, untaught insights, and get an opportunity to teach others. That's the main point. So here is the, apart from all the activities which we have to conduct, here the timeline for the Google events. Google initially do some events in India where we all 275 DSC clubs do something. It is from the August, DSC is stabilized, and in month of September and October, the first year is not there, no problem. There is a program which is 30 days of GCP. GCP stands for Google Cloud Platform, where student can learn so many things related to Google Cloud Platform. And after they completing that program, they get the goodies and swags from the Google. So it's a great opportunity for you all. Now this program has been over. Around 60 plus participants are there from our university, and 10 people get the swags from the Google. Now we have ongoing program which is Android Study Jam. We will give the instructions about the Android Study Jam program. You can see in the social media too. This is basically in the month of December and January. And for January and Feb, we have ML Explore program. Those who are interested to learn machine learning, they can learn in this program. And last, which is very important, that is solution challenge, where we have to solve some technical problems by the use of the technology. Means we have the real problems around us, local things. We can solve that problem with a team. So that's the last program which is given by the Google. Okay, so that will be the end for the DSC introduction. Whom should you contact? You can contact any of the core team member or member from the club if you have any question regarding anything. We are here to help you and we are here to guide you. So here are the some social media handles. We have the website. I can show you the website. You can go, and this is our website, which is in the beta version. And you can see the all of the activities going on DSC. We have a principles, which is what are the principle, and everything is given. We have also given the induction program details. Schedule are also given in the website. You can see that. And Android Study Jam will be coming soon. We will notify the date also. Okay. So thank you so much for this listening to my session. This is very a great pleasure with you all. So many active people are there. Okay. So it's time to start our talk upon a mental health awareness program. So for that, I would like to call upon Ms. Sejal Verma, the management lead of DSC GGB, to handle further part. Wait, I have to give the permission to Sejal Verma. Wait. Sejal will be talking to.
Hello.
Okay,
Am I audible?
Sejal, yes, you are audible, Sejal.
Thank you, Abhishek. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Sejal Verma, the management lead of DSC GGV. Currently, I'm pursuing BTech in Information Technology and I'm in third year. First of all, congratulations, guys. Now you all are a part of this Central University, that is Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya. And soon, you guys will start your college life. As Abhishek told you all that you guys are really good and you don't need some extra efforts, but there's no harm in making things better, right? So in this session, we are going to have a talk on mental health awareness by Use of the Mind, which is a non-profit organization with the aim of promoting mental health awareness. I request you guys to please listen and enjoy this session. Trust me, this is something which is interesting, important, and different for all of us. So please listen to the session. This will be amazing. So I would like to hand over to Ms. Mansi to start the session on mental health awareness.
Thank you so much, Sejal. Hi, everybody. And before we move into our session, I would just like to ask you one simple question. Please let me know if you can share my screen, if you can see my screen. Great. So guys, how are you today? What is the hue of your mind? How are you feeling? So I can say that I'm really excited to meet all of you, and that is why I'm very energetic and also enthusiastic. I can see a lot of responses: excited, busy, good, fine, great, curious and excited. That's great, guys. I love the energy that you guys are bringing. Kind of geared up, overwhelmed, and full of excitement. So, the point of this question is firstly, two things. All of us are feeling different emotions. Somebody might be, really excited. Somebody might be sleepy. Somebody might be tired. But that is what? This is the celebration of all the different kinds of feelings that we are feeling. And why do we need to be aware of, what we are feeling or how we're doing? Because knowing and acknowledging your emotions is actually the first step in taking care of ourselves. If we really don't know how we are, how would we go about doing things? How would we set our goals? So there's a lot of things that we want to cover. And I would just go on into introducing the theme of our session, which is, it's called Hi Me, It's Me. So a lot of times we're not aware of, what we are doing. We're not aware of our own strengths or weaknesses, our emotions, how others make us feel. And that is why we feel that we need to be really self aware in order to take care of ourselves. And that is why this session will help us do that. We have a lot of activities planned for you guys. And trust me, this is not going to be a seminar or a webinar where we just talk and you listen. This is a two-way street. We will communicate, and we would love for you guys to share whatever you're feeling, participate in the activities, and we'll do that using the chat box. So I'll just give you an overview of our session. The first segment will be covered by Swasti, which says, what mental health or what self-care is really about. We hear these terms so often, and all of us have different conceptions of it. So that is what we're going to cover in our first activity. Then second, we as kids, we used to maybe write, in our diaries or just express what we used to feel. But we've lost touch of all these habits. And gratitude is such an important value, which really, really brings a lot of light into your life. So this is the activity which we'll try to practice in our second segment. Then thirdly, as we mentioned that, in college, you go through so many things. You have so many exams, so many practicals, so many things going on. But all through these activities, there is one thing that should be there to calm yourself down, to be stress-free. And that is what breathing exercises, meditation, all of these provide to you. So we would really love to help you guys inculcate these habits through our third activity. And this is a very fun activity. So guys, we have so many different relationships with our friends, our teachers, classmates, new college mates. You guys are just meeting each other virtually. So how do we build healthy relationships? Sometimes our mood just gets spoiled so much because of a certain way somebody else behaved. So how do we build healthy relationships so that we can thrive with each other and grow together? Now, this activity is a surprise for you guys, and we'll let you know what has to be done in it when the time arrives. So stay tuned for this. And firstly, all of us have so many things to achieve. We have plans to give GMAT, GRE, go for amazing jobs, be the best developer. But all through this, one thing which is really important is how we think of ourselves, what we think of ourselves, and our self-worth. So this activity will help us build, all these habits. And all these things don't just end here. We really want you to practice these things later through your college life because it can really help you. So without any further ado, we would move on to our session. And this is just a very basic expectation that we're setting, guys. So as we would be sharing how we would also feel, this is a safe space. And as you wouldn't want somebody else to judge you, please don't judge anybody else. Be respectful of what people say because that's what a safe space is all about. And as I mentioned earlier, please communicate with us. We would love to hear what you have to say and all your opinions, perspectives, everything. And guys, participate. We would also be doing all those activities along with you guys. And trust me, it's going to be anything other than boring. So practice all those activities along with us. And the third thing is just have fun. So have fun, relax, and we hope you have a great time. So guys, I would pass the mic to the first speaker of our day, Swasti.
Hi guys, I'm sorry there was some issue. Hi, I'm Swasti and I'm majoring in psychology and I'm here to talk about mental health. So before doing that, let's do one activity so that we get to know each other better. So there is only one rule for this activity. Whenever I will tell you this question, you don't have to think, okay? whatever first thing that comes in your mind, just type it down in the chat box. Okay. So whatever statement I will say, just don't think, just type it, whatever comes in your mind in the chat box. All right. No cheating. Okay. So the question is, which is that one thing that makes you happy? Type it down. What is that one thing that makes you happy? Great. You guys are not doing any cheating. Great. Loved it. Okay. Keep the responses coming. Wow. Amazing. I'm so glad none of you cheated. Proud of you all. So since we got to know that which is one thing that made us happy, so from now on, we'll start participating with those things more often. So we'll get to know that we are happy, right? Okay, so let's get into the topic, which is mental health. So firstly, when we will talk about mental health, मेरे को ये clear करना है that I am not talking about any illness or any disorder. Because what happens is when we talk about mental health, the first thing comes is that depression or anxiety. No, like mental health is same like your health. When I talk about mental health, I'm talking about emotions, I'm talking about feelings, I'm talking about well-being, I'm talking about how you solve your problems, how you overcome difficulties. All these aspects come into your mental health, your social relations, how you perceive the environment, right? So mental health is not an illness. Mental health is same as health. Even WHO says that there is no health without mental health. It's as normal as your physical health. So whenever we talk about mental health, it's not related with illness. This is the first myth which I want to clear it out. Okay. The second is that people say that however we feel mentally is not going to impact us physically. This is completely wrong. So I will give you a simple example. Whenever you see your crush, whenever you talk to your loved one, whenever you see your favorite actor, you get those amazing feeling, you get happy. But how does that impact you physically? You have butterflies in your stomach, your heart gets pumped out. So it is impacting you physically. Whenever your results is coming out and your marks are going to be told by your teacher, you get nervous, right? Mentally you are like feeling frightened about it, but then it is also impacting us physically. You get sweat, you get nauseatic. So whatever you feel mentally impact you physically. Not just physically, even our social relations. So whenever you're happy, you want that you meet your friends, have fun, go out. But when you're feeling sad, you want to be by all yourself and doesn't want to interact with anyone. So your cognitive aspects, your problem solving, your memory, your social aspects, the way you talk to your friends, the way you talk to your family, and your physical aspect, everything is linked with your mental health. So now you can see the severity and importance of taking care of your mental health, right? Because you know that if you're not feeling good, it will impact every aspect of your life. But now the question comes, how should we take care of it? And before that, हमें पता कैसे लगे that we are not feeling good? Because when we have stomach ache, when we have fever, when we have legs pain in our legs, or go to a doctor. Just a second, I'm sorry. But how do we know that mentally it's time to take action? So there are some cues, okay? See your sleeping patterns, okay? Are you sleeping too much or are you not sleeping at all? See your eating patterns. Are you eating too much or are you not eating at all? See your social relationships. Are you not talking to anybody? Are you not feeling like talking with anyone? Are you not feeling good and interacting with your family members and you're like staying in your room? See those small little cues. And in our instinct, we know that something is not good. But instead of what we do, we avoid the problems. We feel like, okay, let's keep on, using our phone or binge watching those series. Everything will be fine and we avoid those problems. Temporarily, it's good that you're not, you're avoiding the problems, but it will impact you for a longer period of time. So whenever you got those little cues that you're not feeling well, then you decide that now it's time to take action. But what action? What you should do to take care of your mental health? We know that jab hame bukhar hota hai, we have to take medicine and we can go to a doctor, but what to do when we're not feeling good mentally? So the answer is self-care. So many people think that self-care is applying mask, go for manicure, pedicures, do shopping. No, you don't have to spend money for your self-care. It is as simple as taking care of your physical health, and I will tell you how. So since you know that pandemic and when we were quarantined, we made ourselves a comfort routine, right? We were waking up anytime, we were doing anything we felt like. We were not attending classes, we were staying in our pajamas all day. So it was a nice feeling that everything is in our comfort. But when you actually synced in with that feeling, you realize that the day just went without you doing anything. And by anything, I mean doing nothing productive, right? You felt like that you did nothing productive, and you feel sad about it. And even if you're not feeling sad, your body makes feel sad, and you feel lazy, right? You feel sad automatically that you were just lying around doing nothing, right? So the first advice or a tip from Hughes of mine is that you make yourself a routine, a personal routine where you like making yourself a schedule. You're waking up on time, you're taking a shower, take a bath, and dress up for yourself. Take your online classes as seriously as you would have taken in college. Sit on the table, make notes, and trust me, I know that stepping out of the pajama will be hard, but automatically you will feel productive that you did something today, and you will feel proud of yourself that even though you were at home, you actually achieved something. And trust me, your mentally will feel so much better. Second thing that I told you, however you feel mentally will impact you physically. There's also vice versa thing. Whatever you're doing with your body will impact your mental health. So like if you're not taking care of your body, mentally you would feel sad and morbid. So how do we take care of your body? First, make yourself a sleeping routine where you're sleeping on time. Eat healthy. Whenever we seek those comfort foods, it's a small duration of pleasure if we were feeling, but then you get on that guilt trip that why did I eat that unhealthy thing? I would have chosen something healthy. And another very important aspect is physical activity. Do something that you enjoy. It could be any physical activity, skipping, dancing, just roaming around with your dog, anything. It doesn't have to be a home workout or, pushing yourself to gyms. Any physical small activity would make you feel better. Now, next thing, like I've told you, social aspect. So also connect with your friends. Talk to your friends on virtual platforms, spend time with them, and socially you will get a boost up. So your physical, like you're taking up your body, making yourself a routine and talking with your friends are some small tips that you could do for your self-care. Now, as a team, we will introduce you to some very interesting concepts that you can do when you think that nothing is going right and you're going through a rough patch. So do that. So we will be introducing to you some activities and you can practice that whenever you feel sad. So handing over to Shrishti, which will introduce you to very interesting concept. And yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.
Guys, for the next activity, if you could just get something to note down, maybe a book, a notebook, pen, paper, or just your phone, but just get something because we want to keep it really interactive. Great, guys. We can see that all of you are ready. So just one thing, we're having some connection problems. She's not able to join it as with her audio. So Abhishek, if you're the host, if you could just make sure that that's possible for everybody.
Okay, Mansi, which I have to unmute.
Hello.
Okay, okay. It's
Great.
Hello. Yeah.
Great,
Am
thank
I
you.
audible to everyone? Hello. Yes, perfect. I hope all of you are already enjoying the workshop a lot. So, like a lot of people before me, Mansi and even Swasti talked about these terms where they specified self-care and self-love. So we really don't believe in having, something that is very theory-based. So we are having this practical activity for you people, and this is the first activity for the workshop, which is basically journaling. So, like Mansi has already mentioned, that while we were kids, we were used to this habit where we had a dear diary sort of a thing, where we noted down everything that we did every day. And remember how happy it made us feel back then. Having our favorite candy flavor, or even answering once in a while in the math class. So these were the little accomplishments that we really cared about and we felt really grateful for. So while I'll be diving into what all questions you're going to be doing for your journaling. So let me first tell you what exactly journaling helps with. So, journaling is basically writing about what you feel, your emotions, and what all you have done in a day, so that you can reflect upon them and can actually have a positive attitude in your life. So, journaling basically improves your mood, and it helps you, prioritize the positive things and the positive aspects that happen to you in a day. And through journaling you can acknowledge all the good things or the good people you're around, and everything that you've been grateful for in this life. So while you journal, while you are writing down everything that's happening to you, it's a way for you to recognize your day to day struggles, so that you can work towards them and can actually find a way to learn and to better control those negative emotions or self talk that is coming in. So are you all ready to do you have your notebooks and pens ready? Like, just let me know in the comment section if everyone is ready with it. Perfect. I love how you people are so energetic about this, and that makes me really happy. The process would be, I'll be giving out 5 questions to your people, like one by one, and I'll be giving you some time to write down in your journal, like whatever paper or sheet you have with yourself. So, the first question is, who am I and who do I want to be? I'll repeat the question. It's, who am I and who do I want to be? So through this question, you can reflect upon what you want to achieve in your life. And once you note down your goals, you can actually see yourself working towards them day by day. So once you're done writing this answer, just let me know in the comment section. Done? Okay. Perfect. Ayush, Lakshmi, you've all done. Okay, nice. Perfect. So, okay. So I'll be moving on to the second question. So the second one is, what am I grateful for? I repeat, what am I grateful for? It could be like anything that you are grateful for, something you have, or your family, your friends, or any good thing that is there in your life. You can be grateful for anything. I love that response where you went like, I'm grateful to exist. I'm really happy.
Yes, you can be grateful for yourself, your own body that serves you. You can be grateful for anything. The food you have, the house you live in, anything. Oh, the chat box is actually flooding with such cute messages. Okay, nice. Teachers, yes, teachers. We're really grateful for our teachers. Okay, so once you've all like written it down in your paper sheets, just let me know. I really like your answer, Udit. You are grateful for your failures. That's how we learn. If we acknowledge where we lack, we can actually, get back to standing and nice. Done. Okay, so done. Okay. So the third question is, what was one great moment from today? What was your one great moment from today? Any act of kindness you did, or any, your favorite movie got aired on the television, or if you just completed your favorite book, anything. Yes, okay. Guys, please make sure while you're writing it down in the comment section, remember to journal this down too. This session, thank you so much. Our team would really, we're really loving the responses here to join this meeting. Yes, okay. So is everyone done with this question? Okay, I'll wait for some time while everyone is writing it down. Done. Okay. So shall we move to the next question? Okay, perfect. So the next question is, did I appreciate myself and others today? Did you actually take out time to appreciate yourself today and even the others around you? And for the people who are writing no in the comment section, please, please appreciate yourself right now. You people are just amazing. And I already like the vibe, but like totally. So please appreciate yourselves. You guys are really amazing. This question is basically for appreciating yourself first, because it like you are a priority. Never forget that. And secondly, the people around you who make your life easier and better, your parents, your friends that are always with you. So never fail to when you have your people in your life, always remember to appreciate them every day for just being there, and just be grateful for everyone you have in your life, because people are all we got. So they are everything. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So is everyone done with this question? Shall we move to the next question? Yes. Okay. So the next question is, what is the one negative thought you had today, and how did you convert it to a positive thing? I'll repeat. What is the one negative thought you had today, and how did you convert it into a positive thought? So while we relate journaling to, self-talks, there's this one benefit of journaling where once you acknowledge whatever negative self-talks you're having, you can, once you write down the negative self-talks, you can actually, know that this is something that you don't want in your life, and you can actually then take a positive step towards this, like the positive self talk that is actually needed and is lacking from your life. So while you know that what you do, while you're clear with whatever you don't want, you can actually focus better on the goals that you are trying to reach in your life. So this is something that is very important, the self talk thing. And if you're someone who does journaling every day regularly, you'll just know that there is a positive spiral that goes around when you acknowledge yourself more, your accomplishments more. So that is how it gets, better and better each day, and you can see yourself being closer to that goal where you appreciate things on people in your life. So that's how the entire circle goes. So this is the fifth question for you people, and let me know if once you people are done with it. Done. Okay. Done. Perfect. So these were the 5 questions that I had for you people. And okay, so while we're done with the questions, just let me know a quick update if you like this activity or not, like right now in the comment section, and then I'll be moving forward. Also, please, honest reviews. Love. Okay, thank you. Okay, nice. Love it. Okay, so there's this one promise that I want from you people, and I really hope you guys will. Don't forget to practice this gratitude journaling every day, because now that you know the benefits of journaling, if you practice it every day, like taking a few minutes, you know, a time after like the entire day went by, and if you practice it every day, you'll just know how you are bettering towards and you're reaching towards that goal of, you know, a good mental health. This will help you, you know, to go further with it. Okay, love. Okay, nice. I love the responses. And yeah, and the second thing being, always make sure to be really honest with your journal, because your journal is your safe space. Don't just refrain yourself from writing something, or your truest experience, because you think that if someone might be reading my journal, then he or she would get offended with from it. Don't you know, like don't be taken aback. I don't want to write this because what if someone reads it? The major thing about journaling is you have to be really honest with your journal, because that's how you're going to be honest with yourself, your body, and your own mind. So every day, 5 minutes before sleeping, don't forget to like pin down these questions right now, and practice this every day, and you'll be super good to go, because I know you guys had a really great time doing this right now. So like in the future, make this a habit, and you'll know how you're bettering. Like you'll just see the difference, the positive difference, obviously. Yeah. So okay, so while yeah, so this was my part, guys, and like you people love this, I'm super sure you'll be loving the next segment too. So I'll be giving my, it was awesome. Thank you so much. You people are awesome. So I'm actually having a really great time. So I'll be handing over the space to Mansi. Mansi, you can take forward from here. And yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Hi guys, thank you so much for your wonderful response, and we're so glad to see that you're having a good time. And firstly, let's just flash back to when we were preparing for engineering. How many of us felt stressed? I mean, I did. Just let me know. Did you guys feel stressed too? So, guys, I think it's so natural for us to feel stressed, to feel anxious, and so, such competitive environments where we have to achieve so much and we want to get the best grades, we want the best everything. And that is why there is always some stress that comes into our lives. And if you were not, that's really great. But all of us would go, through some amount of stress now or then, especially when it comes to engineering. So we thought that we would introduce you to some breathing exercises which you can practice whenever you feel stressed. And not just stressed, this can work when you're not able to sleep, when you're having anxious thoughts, when you're feeling angry and you want to calm yourself down. So these very, very simple activities will really help you during those times. So I'll share my screen to demonstrate how the activity goes. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Just write yes in the comment, in the chat box. Okay, guys. So basically, the first method is called the 478 method. So what is this? It sounds very complicated, but it's very simple. So 478 refers to the seconds. 4 seconds of inhaling, 7 seconds of holding your breath, and 8 seconds of exhaling. So these are some videos that we have on our page. So if you can just follow this, yes. So this is 4 seconds of inhaling. Now 7 seconds, you just have to hold your breath, and 8 seconds, you have to exhale. So in the next animation, let's try it all together. Inhale, hold, and exhale your breath. So guys, I know that we had these activities maybe even during school or other areas, and we always thought they were very pointless. But trust me when I say this from my experience, from so many others, that these activities would really play a big role in helping you out. So just doing 5 to 7 rounds of this exercise would instantly make you feel calmer and also a little, restful, a little more relaxed. So just try it whenever you guys are free. And if you want to have this animation, just head over to our page. We have it over there as well. For some reason, I'm not able to see the chat properly. So I'm sorry, I'll just respond to any queries that you guys have. And the second method is called the box breathing method. So basically, we think of our breath as a box. It's also called a square breathing method. So, what happens is we'll breathe to the sides of the square. So just look at this animation video. So you can see that it's inhaling one side, then we're holding our breath for around 4 seconds. We're exhaling again, and we're inhaling again. It's a very simple exercise, guys. Just try doing it, and you would feel the difference yourself. So, we do breathing exercises because you would see that your breath really plays an important role in how you're feeling. When you're feeling excited, the pattern of your breathing changes. When you're feeling angry, it changes again. So, all these exercises are designed to make you feel a little better, a little more calm. So, just keep in mind these two simple activities, and we're really hopeful that it would help you in the long run. So, to actually talk a little bit more about breathing and how to make ourselves feel calm, how to be more self aware, we have an expert with us. She's a coach. So, Sana ma'am, I would give her the platform and she would take it forward with you guys.
Hi everyone, hope all of y'all are doing great and feeling great too after discovering a lot about mental health. So, to add to what Mansi was talking about, breathing, it is very essential. And in yoga, we focus a lot on our breath, mind, body, and soul is the concept. So, another technique of breathing would be the yogic breathing, where you take a deep breath in and you expand your thoracic region, your clavicular region, and your abdominal region. It's very simple. It's supposed to be the way we are supposed to be breathing regularly. But we've conditioned ourselves otherwise. So it's basically just deep breathing, keep relaxing. I think life is supposed to be enjoyed. Let's move on to our guided meditation. So we are going to help you relax today. And it's called the 5-sheet guided meditation, where you have 5 levels of awareness. And at the 6th level lies, at the core lies your Atman, that's your soul. So let's get started. Is everybody ready? I want everybody to sit down in a relaxed position, comfortable, with your eyes closed. If there's any noise, just ignore it, it's okay. Is everybody's, yeah, okay, ready, come on. Everybody can close their eyes and just sit in a relaxed position. Feel the atmosphere around you, hot or cool, sweating or breezy, accept it as it is. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. Breathe in and relax. Keep breathing and keep relaxing. Listen to your sounds coming from the surroundings. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. Breathe in and relax. Take a deep breath in. While exhaling, imagine all your worries being released. Accept all the noise. Take your time and feel yourself in harmony with the surroundings. Keep breathing and relaxing. Feel every part of your body from top to head to toes. Bring your awareness to your toes. Breathe in and relax. Slowly and gently bring your awareness to your feet. Breathe in and relax. Bring your attention to your knees. Breathe in and relax. When the body and mind relaxes, you will tend to feel sleepy. Put an intention to just relax. Keep breathing in and out. Bring your awareness to your thighs. your hip joints, your abdomen, stomach, chest center, shoulders, elbows, wrists, palms, fingers, fingertips, throat and neck. Feel grateful for having such a wonderful body. It's a gift. Good or bad, an observer. When the thought stream is not continuous, become aware of your feelings. Pleasant or unpleasant, doesn't matter. Be with them. Keep breathing and keep relaxing. Observe your feelings and emotions, pleasant or unpleasant. You are peace and joy. Your nature is to be peaceful and joyful. Keep breathing. Be with that as long as you are comfortable. Stay with the thought that I am peaceful and joyful. When you are aware of thoughts, take a deep breath in. Become aware of your body and the surroundings. Slowly and gently open your eyes. Take your time to come out of the meditation. Rub your palms together. Keep them on your eyes and feel the love that you hold within you. Whenever ready, open your eyes. I hope everybody is feeling good and relaxed. Meditation can become a part of your daily routine. Some time alone, contemplating, relaxing, letting the thoughts flow can be very beneficial for your mental health. Thank you for staying with me. Mansi shall take over from here. It's okay. I see a lot of people are feeling sleepy. It's okay. It's helped your mind and body relax. It's very essential for y'all, especially when y'all are studying and you'll need some time to give your body and mind a break. I think it's very essential. You should do it every day. Okay, Mansi shall take over from here. Thank you so much for staying with me.
Hi guys, so we really hope you feel relaxed, you feel a little better. And all these activities are for you to practice regularly. So you can try to make these a part of your daily schedule, like you promised to Shrishti. You can practice gratitude journaling, you can try meditating, you can try breathing exercises. And now we have a really fun activity. So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to build our very own relationship cake. So just to get ready, first, all of you, I would like all of you to just get something to write down, whatever you're feeling. Get a notebook or write it in your phone or your laptop, but just get something. And whenever you're ready, just write ready in the chat box. Great. So a lot of people are getting ready already. So I would just introduce the activity to you guys once more. So the objective of our entire workshop was to be more self-aware, to be more in touch with ourselves, to take care of ourselves. And our relationships form such an important part of that. Our relationship with ourselves, with our friends, with our teachers, with all the people you're meeting here, your family, your friends. Relationships does not just mean romantic relationships. It refers to all kinds of relationships, and that is why all of us have a different recipe of what we need in a relationship. Somebody might look for someone with humor, somebody might want trust, support, somebody might want understanding. So, what we'll try to do right now is build our very own cake, our own recipe of a relationship cake. And I would share the list of some of the ingredients that you guys might want and would help you with, building your own cake. And then we would go ahead with the activity. Okay, guys, can you see my screen? Okay, great. So, one second, guys. Okay, so if you can read all the things which are written on the screen, in the cloud, it says trust, honesty, smile, respect. These are so many different ingredients which we might look for in all the people we basically are friends with, or even with our family members. So what we'll try to do is I'll narrate the recipe. For example, whenever you make something, whenever you cook, I'm sure all of you would have tried your hand at cooking in the lockdown. So now I'm going to read out a recipe, right? And you will write the ingredients to your recipe. So all if someone says if we are all cooking, who will eat it, right? So you will eat this recipe later. This will help you in the future because it would make you more aware of what kind of relationships really support you. So if you guys are ready, I'll read out the recipe list. So first is 1 cup of dash, 1 cup of what do you want in your cup. Done? Great. People are coming up with answers like respect, caring. Abhilasha says coffee. Abhilasha, we're trying to come up with, things we would like, qualities we would like to see in our relationships. So even though we enjoy coffee a lot, it won't qualify as a quality. So 1 cup of companionship, love, support, talking, honesty, great. Then we have 2 cups of. What do we need 2 cups of? We need 2 cups of trust, honesty, help in need. Yes, we definitely need friends who would be there when we need them. We need people who are caring, understanding, trust, support, ideas. That's great. So we have two of our ingredients ready with us. 1 cup of dash, and 2 cups of dash. Now we have the smaller ingredients with us. Just write these 2 down and we'll move on to the smaller ingredients. These are the core ingredients. So a lot of people are saying respect, kindness, similarity. Amazing answers, guys. Now we'll move on to the third, ingredient, which is half cup of. This can be fun, this can be anything. Growth, trust, fun, trust, love, respect. That's great, guys. Motivation. So we have 3 of our ingredients ready. And now we have some of the smaller ingredients, right? We have 2 tablespoons and 1 tablespoon of. So we need intelligence, we need caring, you need gifts. Yes, somebody you can depend on, believe, trust. That's great, guys. Thank you so much for responding. So we have come down to 5 of our ingredients. 1 cup of, 2 cups of, half cup of, 2 tablespoons, and 1 tablespoon. Has everybody written 5 ingredients? So all of this comes together and we mix all the ingredients with a lot of, support, care, a lot of things. And we put this all in a mixture and in a baking pan and put it in the oven. Once we have the recipe ready, we decorate it with, this is the last ingredient that we have, guys. What is the final touch to your friendship? The little thing which really makes a difference, the silver lining to all your gray clouds. Great answers, guys. Time, intelligence, respect, happiness, love. Definitely we need people who would be there for us, who would spend their time with us, right? So I'm really loving the responses that you guys are sharing. Listening, support, understanding feelings. So that is how our cake is ready, guys. And this, I hope, made you a little more aware of, how you want your relationships to be, of what you really respect for and look for in other people. And we hope this guides you when, you're suffering or you're suffering with unhealthy relationships. We really hope you come back to this cake and it's a sweet treat for you. So thank you so much for sharing all those responses, guys. And now we'll move on to our next segment, which is our 4 favorites, which will be taken by a member of our team, Rituja. And I'll just pass on the platform to her. Thank you, guys.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Hope you had a very nice time. I am Rituja, and I will be conducting this activity, for which you need a paper, a piece of paper, something to write on, and something to write with. Hi. And so the first thing, this is called My 4 Favorites. So the first thing I want you to do is divide the paper into 4 squares. Just draw 2 lines from the middle and divide the paper into 4 squares. I'll give you some time to do that. Once you have divided your paper into 4 segments, On the first one, I want you to write your favorite animal. Right, it can be any animal. It can be a dog, it can be a zebra, it can be a hippopotamus, anything you like. On the second square, I want you to write the name of a fictional character that you love. It can be from a book, it can be from a movie, anything from a series. Thanos, Harry Potter, very nice. On the third box, I want you to write the name of a celebrity that you really admire, that you really like. It can be an actor, a singer. Virat Kohli. Very good. On the fourth box, you write the name of a person who inspires you a lot. It can be your own mother, it can be a teacher, it can be anybody. Someone who inspires you. Yes, a mentor, your father. Okay. For the next step, I want you to write 4 things that you really admire, that you really like about each of these components. For example, for your favorite animal, if it's a dog, you can write loving, fun, loyal, and write 4 things. Same goes for the second component, a fictional character that you admire. I'll give you some time to do that. Again, for the celebrity that you love, write 4 things that you really admire. And also for the person who admires you, what do you really like about them? What makes them special to you? Yes, yes, their looks, dedication, talent, humanity, style, very good. Once you guys are done, I want you to circle one thing that you like from each of the box. Out of all the 4, circle 1 from each list. The best one. The one that is most favorite to you. Sure, I'll be slow. I'll repeat myself once again. Circle 1 attribute from each of the boxes. Once you're done, what I want you to do, in the place of the favorite animal, the favorite fictional character, the favorite celebrity, and the person who inspires you, you will strike it with your pencil. Strike it. Once you strike it, instead of that, you write, I am. If you've written dog, strike it and write, I am. If you've written Virat Kohli, strike it and write, I am. And once you've done that, I want you all to read it out loud. I am and the attribute that you circled. I am loyal. I am loving. I am intelligent. I am talented. I am funny. Yes, write it down, write it down. I am trustable. I want you guys to read it out loud to yourself. No need to unmute yourself. You can just say it to yourself. I am honest. I have great love for nature. I am the best, yes. So for this activity, you can keep this piece of paper, you can stick it on a soft board or just stick it on your wall, or you can, fold it and keep it inside your diary. And whenever you're feeling low or you're feeling what is my worth? What have I done? What are my achievements? If you're feeling worthless, take out this piece of paper and see for yourself that you wrote, I am loving, I am hardworking, I am determined, and I am strong. So this is how, why we did this activity was because often it is very hard for ourselves to acknowledge that we are also good. There is also good in us. We are made of both good and bad things, strengths and weaknesses. And often we are very hard on ourselves and we don't let ourselves to acknowledge that we are, we are what we see, what we admire in others. We can achieve that. We can be like the person I admire. We can be like the person we love. We can be like the favorite animal our favorite is good in us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this activity and you can keep this piece of paper wherever you want and come back and look at it maybe once a day. And maybe you can even change it. You can make your own, my 4 favorite papers, and like keep it somewhere you can see it when you're not feeling so good about yourself. Now I'll just move forward and Mansi will take it from here.
Hi guys, so we have Swasti coming up again, the person who introduced us to mental health, to self-care. She will take the platform again to to bring about another activity with you guys. So just sharing the platform to Swasti.
Hi guys. Okay, it's amazing to be back again. Okay, so like Rutuja made us do an self-affirmation activity, and you need to see that you had so many qualities. You were powerful, you were amazing, right? So now in this activity, we will actually know that why we are lovable, capable, and valuable. Okay, everybody tell us that love yourself. Okay, you are capable, you are valuable. But today we will know that why we are lovable, why we are capable, and why we are valuable. Okay, so now take the notebook you had, divide 3 sections. Okay, write lovable, valuable, and capable in that. Please inform me once you're done. Great. Okay, amazing. All right. So now, in any context and in any reason you think Write that why you are lovable. Write that why you are valuable, and write down why you are capable. It could be any basic thing that you love about you, that you love about yourself, that you value about yourself, and you think that you're capable. Write anything. It could be as basic as that I can walk, I can, see. Just value little bit about things about yourself. Okay. Write as many as things and possible in those sections. Write that why you are valuable, why you are lovable, and why. Okay, I'm going to change the world. Amazing, Ankit. We're looking forward for it. Okay, I'm going to say that he's valuable because he's responsible. Yeah, health and wellness. Amazing. Write anything. Don't see what others are writing. Just focus on your thoughts. Write anything that why you are lovable, valuable, and capable. Wow, okay. Dressing style. Helpful, determinant, very good. Caring, loyal, helpful. Funny. I am lovable because I love what I am. That's amazing. Loving your responses. Swati makes other happy. You help everyone, Sumit. That's amazing. You're a good editor. Wow, guys. I'm so proud that you actually acknowledge things in yourself. So now this activity is basically for those times when you face any failure, when you face that nothing is good in me. Just take this sheet and see that how lovable, valuable you are, how capable you are. Whenever you think that this situation is against you, see your worth, that how you're lovable, capable, and valuable. Okay? Do this activity anytime when you see that I'm not worthy, I faced a failure. Now you know that that situation doesn't describe your worth. These three aspects, that's so many things that make you lovable, capable, and valuable, will make you worthy, and not that situation which made you that failure. Okay? Capable because Bhargav can handle any situation. I'm proud of you, Bhargav. I I wish I had that thing that I can handle any situation. So guys, do this all the activities that we've introduced, journaling, breathing, it is not supposed to be stopped here, okay? These are for those times when you feel that nothing is right, nobody understands you. Write your journal, do that meditation, write those self-affirmation activities. These are those times when you feel that your mental health is not at peace, you're not at peace, nothing feels right. So I hope that you follow up these activities, and these are not just for today. I really wish that, and I wish all of you best of luck for everything, and I'm so proud of you all. Thank you so much for being such an amazing audience, and for being so attentive that you followed every activity. That was best. Bye guys. Now handing over to Mansi again.
Hi guys, welcome back again. And as Swasti mentioned, thank you so much for being such an amazing audience. You stayed with us throughout. Just stay with us for 5 more minutes because we have something to share with you again. So guys, as we already said, self-care is even more important since because of this situation, we're not able to meet each other. We stay in our houses, sometimes in our own thoughts, caught up with a lot of things. So this is our team Heroes of the Mind, wishing you, all the amazing things in life. Stay safe and always take care of yourself. Thank you so much for staying with us. And before you leave, uh, I have one more thing. I'll just share it in the chat box. So as Abhishek had mentioned that we would love to take your feedback at the end of the session. there is just one form that we would really appreciate if you guys could fill it. I'm sorry, my network is lagging a little bit, so it's taking some time. Guys, anybody from our team, please go ahead and share it on the chat box. Swasti, Shrishti, anybody? Have you guys received the form? Okay, guys, I hope you've received it. I'm not able to access the chat box because of my network issues. I'll try again. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, guys, so please fill the feedback form. It would really help us to improve and deliver better sessions to you, your friends, and so many people around us. Because our aim is to actually promote mental wellness and well-being in all of our, people of our age, of all the people we can reach out to. And at Hues of the Mind, we help you help yourself. So here are the platforms we work on: Instagram, LinkedIn, on Gmail. We would love it if you guys connect with us here. We would love to know how your session went, how your day is going. And you can also tune in to find more helpful activities like you did just now on these platforms. And we also have our own newsletter, which a lot of you guys are already a part of, Abhishek and the team. And if you guys want, you can also fill it in the feedback form. There's an option to subscribe to it. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for having us. I would like to thank the team for giving us the opportunity to be here. And we hope that we helped you help yourself a little bit today. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you so much, Mansi, for being here. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this awesome session. We would have loved to know how was your experience with it. Do fill the feedback form that will provide it to you. Also, there is two feedback form, one from the Hues of the Mind and one from the our side. So the second one may mark your attendance for the whole day induction program. So do fill the both feedback form. It's necessary. Okay, there will be two feedback as I suggest, one from the university and one from the Hues of the Mind. You are requested to fill both of them. The university feedback form is mandatory because it marks your attendance, and we hope you will enjoy this session. And thank you so much, Hues of the Mind. The session was really amazing and everyone enjoyed the session a lot. I also want to thank you all the wonderful speakers who were there today and the students for joining us here. Without you continued support, it won't be easy to put the event like this. Okay, so we will meet you tomorrow at 11 a.m. with another amazing and marvelous session. So be ready for tomorrow and please fill the feedback form. Thank you so much, everyone.
Abhishek, just one thing before we leave. We would like to take a picture with all of you guys, if it's possible.
Okay, I request if nobody have any issue, they can open their camera and we can take a picture, a screenshot with around 211 participants are there. Those who can't open the form, please copy the link and paste it to the Google Chrome or any other browser. They can and you can fill the form, and we will also provide in a WhatsApp respective WhatsApp group also. Here is the form for both. You can take this. Thank you so much once again, guys. You are really amazing. The session is really amazing. Thank you so much, Use of the Mind, also for joining and take your time to deliver such an amazing session.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you, guys.
We will back tomorrow with an amazing session too. And tomorrow's session timelines are from we will starting from the university culture and online tool, and you will be really excited to see the university. I know this is not a time, we are not in the university, but we can see this university and is an online mode. So we will wait there. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Those who fill the registration form, they can leave.